come to watch us play, they're going to say, man, those kids play hard, man, those kids play smart, man, those kids play with energy, and man, they really play together. My philosophy of coaching stems from the single most important objective of this program, and that's to make sure that each student athlete on our team have the most enjoyable and rewarding experience possible.
To be a Shepherd Ram, you have to be disciplined, you have to be focused, you have to work hard on the court and in school.
You have to balance out your time between basketball and academics to be the best you can be.
To be a Shepherd Ram, it's all about dedication. We spend a lot of time in practice, scouting, individual workouts, lifting, but you also have to manage your time for your academics. You can't let that fall behind, let that become a secondary part of your life.
Our approach to this season is really a total team effort from coaches and players. We break the season up into 4 parts. We have our summer program, we have our preseason program, we have the first half of the season and the second half of the season. During each one of those parts, our student athletes are required to set goals for themselves. What they want to achieve athletically, maybe in the weight room, or doing a certain drill, how fast they can run a certain drill, doing agility drills, those type of things.
First thing I like about Shepherd basketball is the things that we do off the court, like helping the community, like with the Boys and Girls Club. And then like how we went to Chick-fil-A one time to help out with the kids. I thought that was pretty fun and entertaining to see the kids shooting the hoop and how much fun they had.
We go to the local Boys and Girls Club and we help the kids with their homework, and we play games with them and referee their basketball games and do anything that they really could ever want us to do for them, just to help them out.
First thing that drew me to Shepherd basketball was how comfortable I felt. Coaches believed in me. They told me I had a lot of potential, and it just made me feel like I could reach my highest level playing here.
The first day when I got here from my recruit, and I talked to 2 of the basketball players, they told me about how I would have academic support and athletic support.
I chose Shepherd over other schools, not only because I knew I was going to have the opportunity to get big minutes, but also because of the academic support that I was able to get. And being it was the right distance for me, only being like as far as home, I live in Baltimore, it's only like an hour and a half away, so my family and friends can get to see me play.
Shepherd's only an hour away from D.C.
Well, I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
I'm from Northern Panhandle, West Virginia, and coming all the way over to the East Panhandle was a big move for me, but just knowing the culture of the area and how everything was around here really drew me here.
When I first got here, we had a very nice gym, and the locker room was nice, skybox, and also we just got a brand new wellness center.
Beautiful campus, awesome facilities. It's really a top-tier Division II facility. It actually would rival some Division I gyms that I've been in, and locker room, everything, the whole nine, the way we travel.
The atmosphere is pretty good. We have some loyal fans that show up to the game every time. I feel like it's growing. It's only going to get better in the future.
This past season, there's a couple things that really stand out in my mind. First thing that stands out for me is our 2 senior captains, Tyrone Roach and Derek Gallagher.
What's your favorite memory of Derek and Tyrone?
These 2 guys have been 2 of the best leaders that I've ever coached. And what makes them such great leaders were these 3 things that I told a lot of people who asked me about their leadership skills. Number 1, they came to work every single day.
Tyrone, one game, had hives and still was able to come out and play for us. Derek never seemed to get hurt, even though he always was.
They taught us how to play hard for 40 minutes each game, and they taught us what we need to do to be successful.
They're both high-energy kids. Those 2 guys, with their energy, were able to change a practice. With that energy, they were able to change, a complexity of a game or a complexion of a game, just how they approached it.
Tyrone is energy. Brings a lot of energy, man. He comes, gets excited, claps his hand, let's go! So he's in that aspect, I think he's cut from the same cloth that I am.
2 of the best leaders I've ever been able to come in contact with.
And finally, they weren't afraid to say anything to their teammates. They were always willing to step forward and say what needed to be said, even if it made them unpopular with their teammates.
Derek Gallagher is one of the hardest working people I've ever known. That's the toughest work ethic I've ever seen. And Tyrone Roach, he was one of the best listeners ever. He didn't have a big ego about anything. He never really yelled at anybody. He was just a good teacher.
Tyrone, I like how he took in a lot of the freshmen, and that's rare to see a senior do that. Like, we would chill with him on the weekends. And then Derek, I just like how he had a positive attitude, and his leadership was very strong. And I would just like to thank him personally for helping me after my illness and just helping me and working me out and stuff.
It was an interesting atmosphere on my senior night. Walking off the court and having people thank me, and it was pretty emotional, and I really enjoyed that.
I feel that this Shepherd basketball program is building for the future, and we have a lot of talent, and we're on the rise to be at top of WNBA.
We want Shepherd to be an annual contender in the West Virginia Conference that consistently plays in the NCAA tournament. It starts with the players who we recruit. I believe great players win championships, and the more great players we're able to bring in here, the better opportunity we're going to have to really have great teams. And again, to write our own history, being a team here at Shepherd that is constantly in the top 3 or 4 teams in the West Virginia Conference, and that's consistently playing in the NCAA tournament. And that's the vision that I have for Shepherd, and I know that's what the future will hold for us.